All right, here we go with the 15 First Alert streaming show for this Monday morning. And of course, we're going to go through the weather forecast for you. We'll do that first. Got some video from the Northeast, preparations for the big blizzard that is going to be hitting there, actually is hitting there right now. And we'll talk about that a little bit. And then in the final segment, we will take a look at the travel forecast and might as well look ahead to the weekend forecast as well. So let's get things rolling. We start as usual with the almanac for today. 27 the expected high, 7 degrees below average. It definitely feels cool out there. There's a little bit of wind as well. Our low this morning was 15 degrees. Record high 58 set back in 1930. All right, let's take a look at what we have right now. A few clouds around early this morning. There were even a few flurries and snow showers. Someone sent me a picture of the east side of Madison, and they had a dusting of accumulation out there. But 20 degrees now with plenty of sunshine. The wind chill, though, down at 8 degrees. Still feels very cold out there. Northerly winds blowing at 12 miles per hour. I think wind will be 10 to 15 this morning. Should diminish somewhat during the afternoon. I think we'll probably be more like 5 to 10. And then as we get into the late afternoon and evening, more like 5. So at least some improvement in that. Temperatures across the region range from the teens west and north to the 20s, low 20s in a few spots. Baraboo, Madison, Monroe, Watertown all checking in right around 20 degrees. The wind chill, though, still below 0 in La Crosse at 1 below, 11 for Lone Rock, 8 Madison, 5 in Janesville. As we take a look at the temperature versus wind chill, temperatures are in the 20s across the region. Wind chills will be in the teens through the afternoon, but single digits during at least the next hour or two this morning. So a cool day overall. Arctic high pressure drifting off to the west of here. That's going to head south and eventually kind of move off to the east. And behind it, we're going to get into southerly wind. Enough southerly wind that you can see that warm front off to the west moving toward us. So things are going to be warming up with its approach for tomorrow, and we'll be significantly warmer tomorrow, at least 10 degrees, if not in some cases 15 degrees warmer. But you can also see our snow making its way in from the north. It's going to be heading in this direction, so that that snow will push across the southern part of the state. Now, I do think the snow totals are going to be higher to the north of here. Fox River Valley, this general area will see snow a little higher than snow totals a little higher than we will see here in southern Wisconsin. And in just a minute or so, we'll be taking a look at the forecast snow total. So this is 7 a.m. tomorrow. Still dry. I think we'll have a few breaks in the clouds. Here comes the snow moving through later in the day. Could have a few drops of rain mixed in as well, but mostly cloudy with that chance of light snow later in the day. This is 7 p.m. It's gone by then. Behind the front, the wind shifts back to northwesterly, and down go the temperatures. So today, cool. Tomorrow, mild. Wednesday, cool. And that's how we're going to run this week, very much up and down as far as temperatures are concerned, progressing through the week. All right, here's the snow potential. We're going to take it all the way through noon tomorrow, and really nothing over southern Wisconsin through noon. La Crosse, Camp Douglas, Montello, just a little bit of snow. Now, as we go through the afternoon and into the evening, and this is going to take us all the way through Wednesday morning, but this is the snow we get late afternoon and into Tuesday night. Snow totals, as I said, to the north of here, they are going to be a little higher. Montello an inch, Oshkosh around an inch of snow, but Madison only a tenth of an inch, half an inch in Partyville, and then all these spots to the south not picking up really any snow at all. So yeah, it's going to pass by to the north of here, but close enough that we'll probably end up with at least a little bit around here. Our forecast. Well, we're already mostly sunny, so we don't need to become mostly sunny. 27 for the high. High temperatures mostly in the middle 20s across southern Wisconsin. Then mostly cloudy tonight, a low of 17. We may start to see those temperatures rising a little earlier than usual. Maybe after 2 a.m. we start to see a temperature rise as those southerly winds at 5 to 10 start to bring in milder air. Here's the 7-day, 39 for the high tomorrow. That's snow late in the day. And we fall off another 10 degrees down or so. Sunshine Wednesday, 28, back to 37 Thursday, then all the way up to 53 Friday. Another cold front will move through Friday night. And temperatures will be a bit cooler for the upcoming weekend. So that is our forecast for today. We are going to be back in 1 minute. We'll take a look at the preparations for a place that isn't going to see such pleasant weather over the next 24 to 36 hours, the Northeast, where a nor'easter is going to bring a blizzard potentially for the ages. We'll talk about that in 1 minute. Sorry about that, I lied. It was a 1.5-minute break. I hit the wrong button, so it put a 1.5 minutes in instead of 1 minute. But either way, we're going to get to that video now. And this out of New Jersey. And the blizzard of 2026 is bearing down on the Jersey Shore. Residents and officials racing to finalize preparations for what is expected to be a historic nor'easter. Governor Mike Sherrill has declared a statewide state of emergency. And locals are stocking up on essentials. You can see they're getting the salt ready there. Along the coast, crews are working overtime to pre-treat roadways and clear storm drains. Significant coastal flooding could see water levels rise 2 to 4 feet. And up to 30 inches of snowfall is possible in parts of Ocean and Monmouth counties in New Jersey. Mandatory travel ban enacted to keep motorists off treacherous roads. From the boardwalks to the bayside shores, effectively battening down the hatches for the heavy snowfall plus the very strong storm surge that is expected to make its way in after that snow moves through. So a mess out in the northeast part of the country. We are going to take a look at that storm, and I'll put it up for you right now. And you can see out to the northeast that nor'easter making its way off to the north and east. And there's the center of it right there, just offshore. Of course, the rotation around this is counterclockwise, so with that in mind, the counterclockwise flow, come on, give me this one. There we go. The counterclockwise flow is what's bringing that moisture on shore from the Atlantic, and leading to the very heavy snowfall on that storm surge, especially just north of the center of low pressure. And as we put this in motion, you can see fairly quiet around here for now, but our little clipper is going to race in and bring some snow to the north central part of the nation, and that will cruise on off to the east of here. Some unsettled weather out to the west as well, some rain and snow in the elevations, which will lead to accumulation at some of those ski resorts out to the west. And then we're looking at rain for the Tennessee Valley throughout the day Thursday. This is Thursday morning, and that line of showers and thunderstorms, potentially severe, right there, pushing to the southeast. Airport delays as of now. Miami has a delay, or a few minor delays. Elsewhere, pretty quiet across the nation. Las Vegas, a bad data point. All right, weekend forecast time, and high temperatures are expected to be in the 50s around here for Friday. It'll be the warmest day of the week, with the temperatures falling off during the weekend and at least slight chances of picking up a little bit of light snow. To the north of here, chances of snow during the weekend as well, though chances are not running all that high. Their highs on Friday in the 40s, and highs are expected in the 40s to the northwest of here on Friday as well, but dropping into the teens for Hayward and Duluth during the weekend. 61, the expected high in the Quad Cities area for Friday. 50s in Chicago, 54 degrees for the high in Chicago on Friday. So that is your weekend forecast and your travel forecast. We will be back here with another streaming show later this afternoon, and again into tonight, and I will be back tomorrow morning at about 10 a.m. with another streaming show. Until then, have a great day.